Today we're glad to be chatting with Jack DePew. How are you?
Excellent. How are you?
Very good. Glad to be chatting with you. So you have to tell us first off, how did you originally get started acting?
Acting. Well, I started out by doing an Abercrombie campaign, and then from there, I had a producer friend who's like, "Oh, acting, try acting. It's the same thing. It's just it's all in front of a camera. You'll be great." Blah blah blah. And I was like, "I don't know," and then I just tried it, and then from there I got a manager, and then the ball started rolling, and so on.
Very nice. Do you have a favorite acting gig that you've done so far?
Favorite acting gig? I would have to say G.C.B. G.C.B. for sure. Working with all those seasoned pros who've all had many series before is an experience in itself. So, absolutely.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about that. What's the show about?
It's if you can take Desperate Housewives and take it to Texas, that's pretty much what it is. It's how else would I describe it? It's a dramedy in which everyone in the show takes part in the drama of it, in the comedy of it. There's jokes everywhere. The cast is amazing. The chemistry is great. The talent is even better than that. And it's just a great experience.
Wow, that's awesome. When is that going to air? We're excited for that.
You can see the pilot episode March 4th at 10 o'clock after Desperate Housewives.
Oh, exciting. Great.
Yeah.
And then a lot of fans actually know you from Big Time Rush. Tell us your experience working on there.
That job was so fun. Okay, so they signed me on for 2 episodes, and then I found out later on that it was a movie that Russell Brand was in, of all people, which was awesome. And I gotta say, that's one of the, how would I say it, the most unique experiences I've had on a job, because my character, Tad, on the show, had to ride an ATV, and I had no experience whatsoever riding any kind of four-wheeler or anything. And so the stuntmen had to teach me. And so while they were doing the early morning scenes with Kendall and Logan and all of them, they had me and the stunt guys go down to the end of the beach. We had all of Zuma Beach to ourselves, and we just rode around on ATVs for 3 hours. And then we did our scene, and it was excellent, and then it ended up looking great on TV. So, yeah, that was that.
Wow, you got to say to yourself, is this an acting job or is it just fun? Because what is that? I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah, I can say sometimes I feel pretty blessed that I got into this business when I did, because when jobs do come around, my gosh, they're so fun.
Well, we got to say that Big Time Rush movie was one of our favorites. We watch it like all the time.
Well, thank you.
Definitely. And tell us, how was it working with the guys at Big Time Rush?
Oh, wow. Well, right off the bat, they're really cool guys. There was this one scene, because my storyline had to do directly with Logan, or sorry, with Kendall. I got to know him the best, and I gotta say, there's this one scene. You know the scene where it goes back and forth between me and him. Well, the way they shot it, they had Kendall right next to the camera, and I was doing the line, and the comedy in it it got the best of both of us. So we ended up doing 15 takes of it, because halfway through the line, either he would crack up and then make me laugh, or I would crack up and make him laugh, and vice versa. It was just it was an experience for sure. I talked briefly with the other guys at lunch, and at breaks that we had, Carlos was off riding his longboard around Point Doom and whatnot. But the guys were really cool, I can say that.
That's awesome. And yeah, filming on the beach, I mean, it's not even on a set location in a closed building. You're on the beach. How much better can it get?
Yeah, I gotta say, first, I was excited that I had booked Big Time Rush, and then I was excited to hear that we were going to shoot on Paramount, and then I was excited to hear that we weren't even going to shoot on Paramount, that we had a beach to ourselves, and that we were going to shoot on that all week. That was incredible.
Absolutely.
I gotta say, that was amazing.
Yeah, and you said, like, Russell Brand, that he was in the episode. Did you get to meet him and talk to him at all?
Unfortunately, our schedules never overlapped, but I got to see him at an event a couple months later, and we met, and I talked to him. I said that I was in the movie, and he said he had a bunch of fun, and that was the limit to our relationship, our extensive relationship.
Awesome. Very nice. Who's an actor you want to work with? Anyone in particular, or actress?
Wow. Actor I would like to work with. I can say that... Ooh, this is a toughie. There's so many. Well, my favorite movie of all time is V for Vendetta. As a result, the actors in that, Hugo Weaving and Natalie Portman, just blow my mind. If I could work with Natalie Portman in anything, however substantial the role, I would be more than happy to do it. With Hugo, if I could, I mean, he's the all-time character actor. If I could do something with him, it would just be extraordinary. I think my face would go pale, and I would forget I was shooting a scene.
That would be neat. And you're no stranger to Nickelodeon, because you've been on True Jackson VP as well. Tell us, how did you like filming on there?
True Jackson was interesting from the start, even from the casting. When we first cast it, it was made known to us that it was just a guest star, and that was it. And it was curious because as we went through the casting process, after we went to producers, then we went to test for it. Eventually, we were like, this is a little bit more extreme than we would think just for a guest star role. And then we found out later on that they were trying to make it a backdoor pilot into Nickelodeon. Unfortunately, it didn't go. But I have to say that the new core group that they cast for that, meaning me, Raini, Noah, Tyler, and Emma, were amazing, and we've been friends ever since. Noah on How to Rock and Raini on Austin and Alley, I see them weekly, and I even got to be on How to Rock at the pilot, and then another episode, which was excellent. And let's see, Tyler unfortunately is in Utah, and Emma is down south, but I can say that we're all pretty good friends. Ashley's amazing, Kiki's amazing, Matt Shively's amazing. I haven't seen Robbie and Mel in a while, but overall, that was my first, I guess I gotta say that the first job where I became friends with everyone. It was really cool. We all just kind of one big happy family.
Well, like a great group of people. We heard on Twitter that you had a football game with everybody, with Dillon Lane and Taylor Gray. Tell us about that. Who won?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, so in that game, let's see, who would you guys know that was at that game? Unfortunately, Carlos Knight from Super Ninjas couldn't go that night. Okay. But Taylor and Dillon were there. Matt Shively was there.
Matt Shively too, yeah.
Let's see, Matt Shively and Taylor were both on my team. And Taylor, we had alerted the troops to bring all of our LA friends, all our guy friends to the field that day. So Taylor decides to take that literally, and he brought 11 or 12 guys, all of which are super athletic, and he brought 2 guys that were massive, both of which ended up being on our team because they only knew Taylor, and so it was only fair to put his friends on his team. And I have to say we destroyed that game. Unfortunately, Dillon, yes, it wasn't a competition. I'll put that out there. However, we did switch up the teams later on, and it was a bit more fair, but by that time we were so done with the game and it was so cold that we just all wanted to go get some sushi. And again, I don't know Taylor personally, but it kind of seems like a thing he would do to bring guys like that. Just by seeing like his personality off Twitter, just seems like something he would do, you know? That's definitely true. Both of those guys are guys. They love to hang out. They love to have a good time, and as a result, the chemistry with them has been great. We've all just kind of developed a really cool relationship. In fact, we even shot a few of our own Dorritos commercials for the Dorritos the Dorritos competition for Super Bowl. I doubt we're gonna win because I mean they were all right, but I mean it was fun. It was a super good time.
What was the commercial about? I saw a couple tweets about that. I didn't click the link yet though.
Sure. Well, there was one where he brought his big bulky friend Jeff, and we painted him blue as a genie, and we're going through the garage because we're trying to find some gear for football practice, and he pulls down his shirt, and a lamp comes down and crashes, and then a genie pops out of nowhere, and instead of asking for something amazing, they asked for something even better, Dorritos. So it's like 1, 2, 3. It ended up being we had too much footage, and we had to cut so much of the comedy out that we're gonna end up making our own little extended 3 or 4 minute version of it. But that was the first one. The second one we did Carlos was we did a music video. Carlos did a little rap to it one night, and then the next day we went out and we shot it, I should say, and unfortunately didn't make it into the final cut. But we had this one shot that was excellent where Jeff was in that one too. He's rapping like a little girl, even though he's this big hulky guy, and Taylor and I are up above him on a foam pole, crumbling Dorritos like it's rain above him while he's rapping. That was really fun. The third one, I can't even remember the third one. The third one was, we had Carlos dress up as a nerd, and then somehow we had Dorritos, and then he thought he'd be cool, so we changed up. But that was that. It was the first thing we tried to shoot together, and to be honest, they ended up pretty good for a first try. Yeah.
I'll have to check them out. You guys should really do your own show. Like, I wouldn't mind watching you guys on YouTube. Like, just the antics of you guys. You know what I mean?
That would be excellent. You should call up Nickelodeon and tell them that.
Yeah, you're on the show. There you go. That'd be so cool.
Yeah, I mean, the chemistry between all of us, like, I would say a lot of Nickelodeon and even Disney, yes, Nickelodeon and Disney, a lot of us are just friends. Like, we're all one big happy family. We've all kind of worked with each other here and there, and we've all kind of done whatever with each other. So I think it'd be really cool if somehow we get some big conglomerate TV show. I mean, that's just me dreaming.
No, I think that would be awesome.
Who knows?
So you got to tell us, what would be like a dream role for you then to act on?
Ooh, if there was any producer I would work with, I would say J.J. Abrams. So any kind of adventure film like Super 8 or something like that, that would just be killer. That would knock me out of the ballpark, for sure.
And what type of TV shows and movies do you find yourself watching?
Oh, wow. I'm a huge fan of The Simpsons, of Entourage, of Weeds, of... I even like... I've been to a few of the tapings of Austin and Ally, and I gotta say that show's pretty killer, too. I did tune in for the pilot. It was excellent. You guys should definitely look that up. And I don't know, what are some other good ones? Weeds is excellent.
Any do you watch reality shows?
Reality TV. How do I put this? Reality TV is not my kind of television. I am an actor, and I find reality TV to, I don't know, it's reality TV. I don't know, reality TV is reality TV. I've never caught on to that train really. The whole Jersey Shore thing. I've seen a couple episodes of it. I had to hold my tongue for most of it.
Yeah.
When it comes to like the Laguna Beach and the real life of every city in the world, I don't know. I have some friends who are definite fans of it, and when that comes to happen, I'll just put on my beats and I'll tune out and I'll watch Hulu. I'll watch some Simpsons. Or
Yeah, you're better off sometimes, though. Yeah, absolutely. So now you have to tell us, you're actually new to Twitter. You just opened it not too long ago. Tell us about that. How do you like using it now?
So far, so good. My management team originally thought that I shouldn't get it. And then when I was working on How to Rock, my friend Lulu Anarixa, who plays Stevie on the show, I was doing a fitting one day, and she was like, "Come on, we're doing Twitter right now." And I was like, all right, fine. And so she sets it up, and then I think she posted like a picture of me wearing it like a genie uniform or something like that. In that episode, I wrote in on a unicorn or something wearing a genie thing. I don't know. But so far, it's been pretty cool. I like to follow the true comedians. I like Conan, Tosh.0, the Old Spice guy. He's awesome.
Wait, what does he have to say? What does he tweet? I don't follow him. What does he tweet?
Oh my gosh. Just the most random shout-outs and stuff. Like everything that I subscribe to is random. Like OMG facts. Like
yeah.
I don't know. It's Jefferson had to conceal a billiards table in his house in the 1700s or 1800s. I can't remember, because it was illegal back then or something like that. Just the most random stuff. And sometimes it's hilarious. So I gotta give a true a true shout out to them for sure.
Yeah, well, it is. I love the hilarious tweets as well. Those are like the best ones. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Absolutely. Do you have any
yeah. Say what?
Oh, I was gonna say, do you have any favorite comedies you like watching, or comedy movies? Any favorites?
Ooh. Comedies. As a comedic actor, I gotta say, I loved the all sorts of Judd Apatow productions. Just all those guys. Paul Rudd. Man, Forgetting Sarah Marshall was awesome. The Hangover was really cool. And then to bring it down, I was obsessed with the SpongeBob movie. Later on an unrelated note, actually, my dad ended up buying a Hobie Cat boat, and it happened to be the boat that David Hasselhoff was riding on in the SpongeBob movie, and that was my dad's claim to fame for 3 years while it just came out. Just funny, but
that's awesome.
I don't know. Scooby-Doo was huge in my day. Wow. I gotta say, I just gotta give it to The Hangover, Bradley Cooper. He's awesome. I don't know. The variety is killing me. Yeah.
All good picks.
Of course.
Definitely. So then, anything else we can look forward to? Like you said, G.C.B. is coming out, and then you're going to be on How to Rock.
Well, unfortunately, the family album pilot I did back in January or February didn't get picked up, but you can look forward to seeing me in the 4th and 7th episode of G.C.B., which would come out to be if it premieres the 4th, then I believe it'd be the 28th or something. I can't remember. I don't know. The 4th and 7th episode of the first season, and then we'll wait to see about season 2 getting picked up. Cross your fingers, spread the word.
Yep.
How to Rock. I don't know when How to Rock's going to air, actually. I wasn't in the scoop on that one. I'll have to ask Max and Symphonica on that one.
I think sometime...
Since that?
Yeah, in 2012, I forgot. We actually just spoke with Halston Sage. So...
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. She gave us the full scoop on the show. It sounds really exciting, so we can't wait to see it.
Of course. That whole group has best chemistry, and to be honest, they all hang out on the weekends and everything. Every Friday or Saturday night, we'll all go to Max's house and we'll have a poker night. And we'll all put $5 in, and then the winner ends up getting $50, $60, and then we all treat the winner I won a couple weeks ago. I gotta say that the
Ah.
winner ends up going and paying for appetizers for everyone at some restaurant after that, and then we all get dinner or fourth meal it or something like that, which is fun.
And then we actually have a couple get to know you questions. So you have to tell us first off, what's your favorite fast food
Sure.
restaurant?
Favorite fast food restaurant? What's a good one? Well, it's not much of a chain, but I gotta say Roscoe's chicken waffles. Oh my gosh, that is delicious. If anyone that will be watching this is in LA, they have to go to Roscoe's and get the chicken waffles. They are amazing. Other than that, gotta stick it true to In-N-Out. In-N-Out's just In-N-Out. Every time I go back down to LA, I just have to get some massive burger, whether it's a 4x4 or 5x5. I don't know. Gotta hold strong. Gotta get the XXL burgers. But yeah, that's what I'm into.
Yeah, I heard a lot about Roscoe's, how good it is, and we've never tried it before, but it's something we definitely would like to try.
Of course, if you ever end up going to LA, that is the thing.
How about Chick-fil-A? Are you a fan?
I'm obsessed with it. In fact, I don't know how. I may be stepping out on a ledge here, but Raini Rodriguez is obsessed with Chick-fil-A, and I'm kind of afraid to go with her. Like I'll go. If she ever sees this, she's gonna be like, "Oh my God, I'm taking you." But yeah, I go. Almost weekly, I would say. I would go to Chick-fil-A. It's awesome. There's a few down in LA, and then I always end up going whenever I'm in Texas. I'll go do that, which is super. And I don't know. It's chicken. What's not to love, right?
Oh, I know. It's delicious. It's so good. And yeah, speaking of Texas, how about Whataburger? Are you a fan of that?
I'm sorry?
Speaking of Texas, are you a fan of Whataburger?
I've never been there.
Oh, now this is something
God,
you have to try.
I get this.
Whataburger is delicious. It's so good.
All right, I'll take note of it.
Yes.
Mental note, Whataburger.
Next time you're in Texas, you have to try it.
Of course.
And then you have to tell us, do you have a celebrity crush?
Ooh, this is a good question. Are you talking A-lister or anyone I can think of?
Anyone you can think of.
All right. Well, lately, my friend McCabe Gregg and I, we have been obsessed, like total fangirls, for Jamie D. She is this YouTube sensation girl who does all these covers for people, and she's actually, I believe, don't quote me, I think she's in London recording an album, which I am stoked for. We went to the Roxy and saw her, and we were louder. Us two combined, I feel like we're louder than everyone. Maybe that's just me because I was screaming the entire time, but oh my gosh. Her voice just like melted me inside.
What type of music does she sing?
She's got this, how would I describe that? I would say she's got this indie rock feel to her, but also this kind of like cute, fun-loving, I'm trying to think of someone she would be like. If she were a guy, it would be similar to Jason Mraz.
Okay.
But she's the girl version of that, and she's adorable.
Nice. How did you guys find her on YouTube?
Well, my friend McCabe actually found out about her from Dillon Lane.
Oh.
And we ended up just watching some of her videos, and then I truly fell in love with her when we were sitting around in the green room on How to Rock playing ping pong for hours on end, and we would just repeat her Pumped Up Kicks remix, and that was how it all began, I would say.
Very nice. I guess we'll have to check out her music online.
Of course, she's amazing. JamieD.com, I think.
Okay.
I don't know. I've got it saved.
Well, nice. I like hearing about new artists all the time. New music is always greatly appreciated, so.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely. And then you have to tell us something we may not know about you.
Ooh, something you may not know. Well, I have played sports my entire life. Sports are boring. Now, I I'm a water polo guy. I played soccer. I played baseball. I played basketball. I played all the sports. Okay, got that done. Weird fun fact. Let's think of something. Oh, got it. Okay. Every time I buy M&Ms, I only get the little plastic tubes, you know?
Yeah.
The
tiny M&Ms?
Okay, well, when
the
they
small?
empty out. Exactly.
Okay.
When they empty out, the smell of that tube stays in that tube for like 3 years. So whenever I feel like I'm on a job and I can't eat chocolate or something like that, I'll just pop down to the commissary and I'll buy some M&Ms, and then I'll just, sniff the tube. The tube's great.
Interesting.
I don't think it's weird. You guys may think it's weird. My brother thinks it's odd, but everyone's got their thing.
Yeah, why not?
So.
But you're taunting yourself. If you can't have the chocolate, it's like, at least you can smell it, right? It's the closest thing to eat.
Of course. I mean, if I'm eating a salad and I'm smelling chocolate, it might as well just be like I'm eating green chocolate.
Yeah.
So M&M's, done. Got it in the bag.
Absolutely. That's an interesting fact. Yeah, we didn't hear that one before. That's a new one.
I mean, I've never heard of anyone else doing it. It's kind of like a thing I'll just like do subconsciously, but yeah.
If you could, are you a big dessert fan?
Oh my gosh. Okay, let me put it this way. If there's a carton of ice cream and a pumpkin pie in my house ever, the entire thing is gone in 24 hours.
Oh, wow.
Mostly due to me. I got the gene from my mom. However, favorite dessert, I would go for pecan pie with, what's the ice cream? I can't remember. It's I don't know. It's some mix of these cookies and this vanilla ice cream. I can't remember what it's called. I'll just stick with vanilla because that's second best. Pecan ice cream with pecan pie, vanilla ice cream. Put that in a blender. It's amazing.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah.
That sounds great. Yeah, anything chocolate wins in my book. It's like anything chocolate. Oh.
Of course. Put some M&Ms on top of that, some sprinkles. It's set.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
then do you have a prized possession or something you can't live without?
Well, it's not really a prized possession, but it's definitely something I can't live without. My dogs, Annie and Axel. Annie is the most energetic little Brittany ever. And around 10 o'clock at night, she will just die, and we'll be watching TV on the couch, and she will come and just plop up on our laps and fall asleep for hours until we put her in bed. Axel is a dog who just can't get enough love. He will always be next to you. Like, you have to push him away to stop petting him for hours. He could go all day, and he would never get bored of it.
What type of dogs are they?
Axel is an Australian Shepherd.
Oh.
I've had an Australian Shepherd in my house my entire life. And then Annie is a Brittany. It's not a Brittany Spaniel. It's just a Brittany. I think it's just straight up Brittany. Okay. I think, but yeah. I think that's it.
Nice. And then, is there anything else you want to tell your fans out there?
Anything else? Well, definitely check out G.C.B. and spread the word. That's number one. Look me up on Facebook, Jack DePew. I'll have a site up in a few weeks, which will be great. JackDePew.com. And then, I think that's about it. Follow me at Jackson. I think it's Jack DePew. No, it's Jack DePew. Yeah, Jack DePew on Twitter, which would be great. So, check me out.